Hello, everybody. This is my 15-1-12 project. My name is Patricio, and I present you Flappy Dunk, or my version of Flappy Dunk. So, for those of you who don't know, Flappy Dunk is a game that tried to imitate from the original game Flappy Bird. And basically, what you're trying to do is rather than avoid the pipes that come along the way, you're trying to collect as many hoops as you can. So, for every hoop that you get, you score 1 point. And the goal of the game is to go as long as possible without crashing against the ceiling or the ground, and to collect all the hoops. Because if you miss a hoop, then you lose the game automatically. But in this game, you also have enemies to avoid, so be wary of them. And also, you can go acquiring power ups. So these power ups include adding 5 more points, deducting 5 more points, making the game faster, or dying. So as you can see, it can help you or it can harm you. But that's basically the goal of the game, to accumulate as many points as you can. And you can you click the ball here, you click this ball, you press S, and then you basically start the game. But for now, as you can see here, we have the main screen. We can play the regular game, we can play challenges. Well, we read the rules. Um, we can play some missions, and we can also choose other skins that we want. But for now, we'll choose a regular game with this ball. And as you can see, we haven't started the game yet. We haven't played it, so our best score is 0. But once I do press here, I get this screen, but the ball isn't moving because I haven't pressed S. And once I press S, to keep the ball up in the air, you either click the mouse or you press the space. I will press the space bar because I find it more convenient. But you can also click the mouse, as you'll see. So I press S, and I missed that hoop. So rather than losing, I get a second chance with 5 seconds. I click on that second chance, and again, oh man, I lost again. So no worries, I can come back and play again. I acquired that hoop now. So I'm getting all the hoops, avoiding all the enemies. The enemies are the white balls that are coming towards me. So I'm getting all. As you can see, there's a power up. Die fast. There's an enemy +5. I missed that one. Oh, I missed that hoop. So I can either wait or click on it for a second chance. It doesn't start until I press S. So I press S again, and oh, I got a -5 hoop, -5 power up. So I lost 5 points. Oh, but I missed that hoop, so I lost. So let's say, and it records the best score. So let's say we're bored with the regular game and we want something more challenging. So we literally go to challenge mode, and we can choose any challenge that we want. So let's say I want challenge 1, and I still have this ball, so the theme will be basketball. And I press S, and as you can see, it's inverted gravity. Oh no. You see, it's inverted gravity, so it's a bit harder. I avoided that power up, which is -5. Obviously, I don't want to get those power ups, which are die. And I crashed against an enemy. So rather than having a second chance, I immediately lose and I return to the main screen. And say I want to get another challenge, so I go to the challenge 3, and this one has like way more gravity, so it's a bit tougher. And I crashed. I crashed with a power up, which was die, so I literally died. But as you can also see here, there's some missions, and which are 50 points, a bit of challenging missions, but missions nonetheless. Reach 70 points, and this one is reach 100 points. And finally, we have the skins, which is basically you choose the ball that you want. So as you can see from my background, I'm not really a basketball person. I'm really more of a football person. So I can choose the football, and I can choose a regular game. I can choose challenges. I can choose any of the game types I want. So I choose the football, and it changes the screen. So if you remember, the basketball had the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, and this one also has the greatest player of all time. So the enemies now are in green because so it's more noticeable. And as you can see here, I can pause the game. If I go to the pause to the upper right corner, I can resume or quit. I choose resume, and I crashed against the ceiling, so I get a second chance. Or if I don't want to, I just wait. The music still keeps on going because I find it it's nicer if the music keeps on playing. And say I want challenge 2, the hoops move on like way faster, and the music changes, so it's really a challenge. It's way tougher. You see. But yeah, that's basically Flappy Dunk. It remembers your best score from this skin, and yeah. So that's my 15-1-12 project. You can play as many times as you want. Try to beat these missions, even though it's really hard. But yeah, thank you, thanks everybody. Bye bye.